Hello and welcome. According to the Pathfinder poll application, in this video I will try to review number 353 projects. There are 5 projects and their names are Aleph.im, Kima Network, Sender, Magic Square, RWA Inc. and Shieldeum projects. Let's start. I have my Excel file ready. I will go through it, but whenever necessary, we will check the CoinGecko pages and the web pages of the projects. So the first criteria is ranking. As you can see, all the projects are located between 1200 and 2700 place on CoinGecko, which is telling us all these projects have enough space in front of them. If they work hard, they have strong potential to grow in the price and ranking. Next criteria is category. While checking the category, let's try to understand the projects. The first project is Aleph.im. Aleph.im project is basically a decentralized physical infrastructure project, and the basic feature is having both computing solutions and storage solutions. The project is already a bit mature project, and the application already has been running for a long time. You can come to this dashboard, you can connect your wallet, you can see the services. There are many services like you host your website in a decentralized way under Aleph.im projects. So this project's category is basically a decentralized physical infrastructure project. The next one is Kima Network. This is telling a DeFi project, but it is not a real DeFi project. It is a project which is uniting Web 2 and Web 3, as you can see, and they are using the technology without chained. It is telling us unchained interoperability and connecting Web 2 to Web 3 with TradeFi and DeFi. So this project is basically trying to achieve something like connecting Web 2 finance systems with Web 3 finance systems without chained infrastructure, without smart contracts, which is a very innovative infrastructure we have never seen before. So I have put the category as a DeFi, but actually it is not a real DeFi project. It is a project as a bridge between DeFi and traditional finance, which we are not fully aware how they will achieve this yet. So the project is a young project. We will try to understand the project maybe 6, 7, 8 months later again. The next project is a Sender AI project. So coming from the name, it has AI infrastructure, basically an AI agent project. You can create your own DeFi agents and you can give the commands by typing. After you type, your agent will handle the transactions in the DeFi however you like. So this project basically an AI project which you can create your own AI agents in the Web3 infrastructure. The next project is the Magic Square project. This project basically a launchpad project, launching new projects under itself and then making IDOs. After the IDOs, the projects creating their products, then they are getting listed under the applications under Magic Square. Even if the project is not launched under Magic Square, they still can list their applications under Magic Square. That is how Magic Square is creating their own community for long term. But basically, the project is a launchpad project. Next one is the RWA project. And in this project, there is also basically a launchpad. So you can see it under the ecosystem. But this launchpad is basically focused on RWA, real world assets projects. If you're creating a real world asset, you can come to this project, you can communicate with the team, you can get your token or project listed under Launchpad, and then you need to create your real world asset project. And then there is this real world asset exchange and the marketplace coming soon. But basically, this project also is a launchpad project specifically for real world assets projects. The next one is Shieldeum project. It is again basically a decentralized physical infrastructure project, but this one is AI powered decentralized infrastructure project. And what this AI is doing in Shieldium, which is coming from the name again, from the shield, AI agents are working for the security of this infrastructure. So it is kind of like Skynet in the Terminator movie, which is making the security layer for the infrastructure. So the category is basically decentralized physical infrastructure, but the main feature is using with AI agents for security. So all projects in here get a fully green mark according to their categories because all these categories still have enough popularity in the coming years. Next criteria is circulation supply together with ages of the projects. Aleph.im is 4.5 years old project with 40% of circulation supply, which is telling us among these projects, Aleph.im is the most mature one. And next one is the Magic Square with 1 year old, 20% circulation supply, and the other projects, Kima, Sender, RWA, and Shieldium, they're very young projects with a very small age and very small circulation supplies moving around 10 or 15. Next criteria is exchanges. Aleph.im is listed on many exchanges and all the other projects in here are listed on the exchanges. The number is moving between 6 or 7, etc., which is making the middle, but they're all getting fully green mark because it is not a real problem. If the token is listed at least 5 or 6 proper exchanges, it is enough. Next criteria is GitHub. According to the GitHub, Aleph.im is leading the way. It is getting fully green mark with a good GitHub situation. Kima and Sender is following Aleph.im with middle situation, like green mark. I could not find Magic Square, RWA, and Shieldium's GitHubs. If you know the links, please share in the comments. I will be happy. But they're getting red mark according to my findings. Next criteria is Twitter shares. All projects' Twitter shares posts are coming up regularly and there is no problem. They're all connected with the project itself. Next criteria is a scope. So in here, Aleph.im is already a major project with a large scope. The products are already running and we can test everything and there is a good infrastructure. Magic Square has many smart contracts which have been running for the one last year, which is making a large scope getting fully green mark. All the other projects, Kima, Sender, RWA, and Shieldium, they are very young projects, but their scopes are still not low. They are getting a light green mark with middle scope situation. Surprisingly, these very young projects, they are all have their basic product already running. Next criteria is the block shares. According to the block, Sender project has a little bit low situation. Aleph.im and Magic Square is following the Sender. Their situation is middle. Kima Network, RWA, and Shieldium are doing well on block posts. Next criteria is YouTube. Aleph.im's YouTube situation is low. Kima Networks is middle. And Magic Square is leading the YouTube situation. Their posts are coming up regularly and it's very huge in the last 3 months. For Sender, RWA, and Shieldium, I could not find their official YouTube channels. If you know them, please share the link. I will be happy. But currently they're getting red mark according to the YouTube. For the team, Kima Network, Magic Square and RWA projects getting fully green mark. We can find their team easily online and they are active. But for Aleph.im, Sender, and Shieldium, we still can find their teams. They're still active, but we cannot find very detailed information about what they are doing. It's not really transparent. So that is why they're getting light green mark, but they're still okay. So we have tried to see the basics of the projects. Let's now try to give some comments. And while giving the comments, I will start with Aleph.im and Shieldeum together. Both projects are in the decentralized physical infrastructure category, but as we know, Aleph.im is working both ways, computing and storage. And they already have many products like web hosting, etc. Shieldeum already has running the product as well, and also AI agents are starting to integrate for the security layer. So there are some basic differences in the features. So Aleph.im is struggling about adoption. They do not have enough users after 4.5 years. They need to work on that. For Shieldeum, integrating the AI agents for security layer, it's going to take huge amount of progress. And that is the negative part. For Aleph.im adoption, for Shieldeum progress. For Aleph.im, decentralization is the positive part. Now we can host our websites in a decentralized storage way, which is a great thing that I have been waiting for a century. And for Shieldeum, the innovation is great. The future is laying down in the security with AI agents, etc., machines, robots, etc. So they have started to build it maybe 10 years before the others. Next project is the Kima network. Kima network has some security hesitations because they're creating a new innovative infrastructure which is making a bridge between DeFi and traditional finance, which we are not fully aware yet. So they're telling that this new way is more secure than the blockchain itself, but still it is an innovative thing and it is involving with the finance, which we need to be very careful on. That is why security is the hesitation and interoperability is the very positive part for Kima network. We need some projects like Kima. We need the bridges in a secure way, in an unchained way between the blockchains and between the traditional finance and decentralized finance. It is getting the positive part in the interoperability opportunities. Next project is the Sender project. And the negative part is the regulations. So AI agents are getting more popular every day, as you know. And if you ask me in the coming 6 months, they will be more and more popular. We will see AI agents everywhere. But the platforms like Twitter, the governments, etc., they will start to create some regulations. They will block some of the AI agents. Twitter already has started to block them. If you want to create a new account, you struggle creating your new account because it's going to ask many confusing questions to understand that you're not an AI agent, etc. Many other platforms will follow this. So AI agent projects will have some struggle in the near future with the regulations, but trends will make them popular again and again. For example, AI agents on crypto will be popular and Sender AI can get benefits, and then regulation will follow. Then AI agents will be popular on the mobile devices and Sender AI can get some benefits. Then there will be regulations again, and AI agents later on will be popular in our lives. And if Sender AI follows the trends, it's going to benefit from every trend about AI agents, and it's going to have some struggle every time a new regulation comes up. So the next projects are Magic Square and RWA Real World Assets Inc. And these projects are both launchpad projects, but Magic Square is focused on every category in a decentralized way, basically. But RWA project is basically focused on real world assets projects, which is a bit more centralized way, specifically in the beginning. Maybe later on things will be fully decentralized, but in the beginning, of course, for real world assets, things should be a bit centralized. So there are some basic differences between both projects. Magic Square is struggling in the competition because there are many launch pads like Magic Square out there in the crypto industry, and the new projects generally do not choose to use them nowadays because they want to get full benefit by themselves. For Real World Assets Inc., the adoption will take huge amount of time because regulations will take some time. Real world asset projects will not raise so fast, and then the adoption for a platform like this one is going to take huge amount of time. For Magic Square, yes, there is a huge competition and they need to create their own community. That is why they have created their own decentralized autonomous organization infrastructure, which can create a good community under the project. So this is a potential for this project. For Real World Assets Inc. project, the regulation is in the positive part as well because they have connections with governments, specifically with Dubai. They get some support and they know they need to move together with the regulations. So it's going to take huge amount of time, but they're trying to build something regulated and trustworthy. This is the positive part for this project as well. So we have tried to give some comments as well. Now let's try to analyze the projects price-wise. So all the projects here is located between 1,200 to 2,700 as you can see. So in the crypto industry, when a bull market arrives, for example now, if we are entering a huge bull market, Bitcoin is rising again and again and altcoins trying to follow but struggling. If the trend resumes, the bull market trend resumes, the turn will come to the altcoins at some point. And first, the altcoins located between like 100 to 500, they will raise, and then the crypto communities will try to find gem projects at the lower ranks. At that point, these all projects have potential to rise in price wise because they all have products running they can take attention and they're working so hard for it. But other than that, if we check one by one, Aleph.im project can jump in the bull market and then decrease in the pricing. After the bull market, if you ask me, the base level price will rise continuously and the ranking will rise slowly to a better place because the project is building slowly but surely. For Kima network, this is a surprise project. So the location is moving around 1,600 in the bull market. Of course, it's going to jump at some point and then decrease after the jump. After the decrease, we cannot know if the project will continue to grow or the decrease will continue from this level because the circulation supply is very small. The project is a very young project and the project is a surprise project. Something huge can go out from this project, but also this project can get a huge hack and things can go very negative way. A surprise project here. So for Sender AI, every time a regulation comes, the price will drop. Every time AI agents gets popular, the price will jump. It's gonna move between these trends, but we cannot know the jumps and the lower levels. But the thing we need to be very careful on, the project is a young project with a small circulation supply. After the jump in the bull market, of course, the price will decrease and we cannot know what will happen in a middle term and in a short term. So for the Magic Square, as you can see, they have lost their prices around 90%, maybe more than 90%. So after this decrease in pricing 90%, it is coming with the crypto trends also. They have launched their project and then the crypto trends changed. The little bull market arrived and then they are in the very negative position now, but they know they need to create their own strong community. They are working on it right now. So if the bull market resumes at some point, of course the price will jump and then the price will go down to this level again if you ask me. Then when bear market starts, this project's circulation supply, the infrastructure, the community will get a bit stronger. At that point, this project has a potential to grow in the bear market, if you ask me. So according to the ranking, it has a potential to grow slowly in time, especially in the bear market. For this real world assets Inc. project, the circulation supply again very low, and the project is a very long-term project together with the regulations. In the bull market, when the real world asset trends arrive, of course the price will jump and then it's gonna drop again. And we need to be very careful. If you ask me, the drop will be significant also. And after the drop, we cannot know if it will start to increase again or it will continue to decrease, because a very long-term project with real-world assets trends, if the trends lose its attention in the crypto industry, and danger will come to this project. We need to be very careful on that one also. But according to the ranking, if they continue working hard, the ranking will start to go up slowly after middle term, if you ask me. For Shieldeum, again, a very long-term project with AI agents for the security. So in the bull market, of course, the jump will come at some point and then decrease will come after it. And the circulation supply is still very low. Again, we cannot know if the price will continue increasing or decreasing after the bear market arrives. But in a long term and middle term, we cannot really know what this project will do, even if they integrate the AI agents in a very good way, an innovative way. They need to have the adoption, the user base, for their decentralized physical infrastructure. It's gonna take time. As you can see, Aleph.im, after 4.5 years, the ranking is 1200. So Shieldeum can grow in the ranking again, but to go more than 1000, it's gonna be a huge struggle. We need to be very aware of this one as well. So the last thing, all these projects are trying to do good. Of course, there are some legs like GitHub, YouTube shares, blog shares, circulation, etc. But they're all trying to do good and they all have products. It means that they all have potential, and if you ask me, they all have potential to grow in the ranking slowly but surely in time. Only in here, Kima network is a surprise project that we cannot understand very easy currently. After 6 months, maybe we can start to understand when we have their simple usage product, which is not currently live. Their chain infrastructure is live, but we cannot understand that bridge yet. So after 6 months, we need to check this project again if we are interested to understand where will it go. It can create a surprise with a very huge price jump, or it can create a surprise with a very huge price drop. Both possible for this project. So for these projects, that is all I can say. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will try to answer. And please do not forget, nothing is financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.